Hello, everyone. Welcome. It is a full house. Wow. It's quite a difference from our production last year that only had 8 students in it. This has 18 students in it. I don't know what happened there, but it's wonderful. There's Cinderella and her mice friends and everyone in between that you're going to get to see today. All of our actors have only had 2 weeks to put this together. That is not a lot of time. So it's quite impressive what they've come up with. And so give a big round of applause at the end. And right now, if you want to, yeah. Thank you all for being here. I know we're so excited, so I better get started so that they can put on the show. Long ago lived a good and wealthy man and his small daughter, Ella. Ella's father loved her very much. He knew that his little daughter was lonely and sad since her dear mother had died. "I'll marry that nice widow with the 2 daughters," said Ella's father. "Then dear little Ella will have 2 delightful stepsisters with whom to play in this large mansion." Regretfully, Ella's father was also a poor judge of character. The nice widow was a spiteful and cruel woman. After their marriage, she persuaded Ella's father to leave all of his fortune to her. She convinced the naive man that if he should die, she would use all of his money to properly care for dear little Ella. As Ella's father was writing his will, he wisely decided to leave the large house to Ella. Then sadly, a year to the day after his marriage to the widow, Ella's father, who was an elderly gentleman, quite suddenly died. Quickly, Ella's stepmom began to show her true self. She made Ella work from morning until night, cleaning the large mansion. Soon, Ella was wearing rags for clothes. She was always covered with ashes and cinders because she had to clean the fireplace every day. Her mean stepmom and spiteful stepsisters began to call her because she spent so much time sweeping the cinders. Thank goodness Cinderella had the mice. They were her only friends. Alas and alack, poor Cinderella had to work hard every day.
Cinderella! Cinderella!
Her mean stepsisters would
Don't
yell.
wash the dishes, then sweep the cobwebs. And don't forget
It was enough to make brave Cinderella sad at times.
And bring me my tea! Cinderella, Cinderella, from morning till night, wash the dishes, sweep the carpets, and turn out the lights. Every day it's Cinderella. I work till I drop for my stepmom, her 2 daughters. What a job! Cinderella, Cinderella, from morning till night, from the tile, prepare dinner, and bring us tea. Every day it's Cinderella. I work till I drop for my stepmom, her 2 daughters. What a job!
At that very moment, mean old stepmom, Pris Ann Pratt, came home from a strenuous day of shopping.
Cinderella, pick up that broom! You know how much brooms cost nowadays. And remember, it is my money that pays for those brooms.
Screamed stepmom. Pris Ann Pratt giggled and began opening their shopping bags.
Look, Cinderella, we bought you some new things. A new dustpan and a new whisk broom. You are now the sections of this dustpan, the baroness of this broom.
Yes, said mean old stepmom. You are now the princess of this palace.
You are now the princess of this palace. This whole house belongs to you. Wow. Ha! Thanks. Just what I wanted. I'm gonna have fun with these. But look what we got for ourselves. More beautiful clothes.
Stepmom then looked at her 2 beloved daughters and then cast a scornful eye at Cinderella. It seemed that no matter how much money was spent on Pris and Pratt, it made no difference. They were both still very plain girls, and Cinderella, even covered in ashes and dirt, was still a very beautiful young woman.
Brats! My beautiful daughters are still the ladies of this house. We're the ladies of this house. We just sit about and watch TV. We will never do a bit. We make Cinderella work and do the pretty chores as we dress up really neat and go shopping in the stores 'cause we're ladies, ladies of this house. We're the ladies of this house. We just sit about and eat and sleep. We will never do a bit but keep it chocolates and drink hot tea. We make Cinderella work and do the pretty chores as we dress up really neat and go shopping in the stores 'cause we're ladies, ladies of this house. Cinderella, there's a mouse!
Yes, it seemed that stepmom really and truly hated mice.
I hate mice. I hate all mice. I hate their big little whiskers and their big black eyes, and I can stand their sweet
there was a loud knock at the door.
I'll get it. No, you won't. You got it last time. Mother, make her get away from the door.
Neither of you will answer the door. Remember, girls, you are ladies. Cinderella, you get the door.
In walked royal messengers from the Queen.
We have a royal proclamation. Come on, everybody, to the castle ball. Everyone's invited, even young and small. The Queen has decided that the prince must have a wife. So come on, everybody, to the dance tonight. Come on, everybody, to the castle ball. Everyone's invited, even young and small. The Queen has decided that the prince must have a wife. So come on, everybody, to the dance tonight. Come on, everybody, to the castle ball. Everyone's invited, even young and small. The Queen has decided that the prince must have a wife. So come on, everybody, to the dance tonight.
Chris and Pratt began to dress for the ball. What to wear? Both had closets full of beautiful formal dresses, and after much primping and prancing about in front of the mirror, both girls announced that they were about as beautiful as they could possibly be. Stepmom had to agree. Chris and Pratt looked at each other and smiled. They knew that they were Mama's favorites.
We're Mama's favorites. My name's Chris and my name's Pratt. We're not exactly sweeties. She's no big, she's a rat. But when our invitation to the ball arrived, Mama rushed right out and brought our shoes and hat, our size, and ball gown to match our eyes. We're Mama's favorites. My name's Pratt and my name's Chris. We're going to the ball and baby will get kissed. And maybe then the prince will fall in love with one of us. And maybe Mama's favorites will be worth all of us.
When are we going to the ball? Ha! You are not going to the ball. You have some chores to do. You have to complete that before you go anywhere.
When am I gonna have time to do all this?
After Stepmom, Chris, and Pratt had left for the castle ball, Cinderella was all alone with her friends the mice. Cinderella smiled and patted the little mice on their heads, but she knew with that list of chores she would never be able to go to the royal dance.
What are we going to do? What are we going to do? What are we going to do about Miss Ella? Sitting there all of the day.
went to her chair to rest for a moment. Suddenly, she realized that it was getting dark outside and that the bright evening stars were beginning to twinkle.
Look, Cinderella, there's a wishing star. I used to wish upon that star when I was a little girl. I wonder if it still works. Maybe I'll try wishing just one more time. Wishing on a star, even though it's far from me. Tonight, I wish I may, wish I might have the wish I want. Just for this one night, I wish to go to the castle ball and dance with the prince tonight. I wish, I wish, I This is my grand entrance.
It's Charlene! Charlene, the Dream Machine Queen, has arrived.
I'm Charlene, the Dream Machine Queen, in case it wasn't clear. Charlene, she's Charlene, the Dream Machine Queen. Maybe this comes true with what she's up to. Calls me when you wish upon a star. Please excuse the way I look. I had to travel for to meet you. We'll hold you up on a galaxy shining under. I hear you wishing about it. Meet the queens and the palace and the ball. Ain't no problem, none at all. All you need, Cinderella, is a dress and silver shoes, and Wait, what about my choice? I already did. But be back before midnight. I can only work my magic for so long.
Yes, Cinderella was off to the palace ball. Now it was time for Charlene to grant the mice their wish. They would have a mice dance right there in the big old mansion. It was time for the mice to throw a party.
When the mice throw a party, everyone's invited. Better bring some cheesy food and don't you dare be tardy, 'cause we'll dance the whole night long.
arrived to the ball.
Wishing on a star, even though it's far from me. Tonight, I wish I may, wish I might have the wish I want, just for this one night. I wish to go to the castle, ball and dance with the prince tonight. I wish, I wish, I
And the prince was there too. And alas, the stepsisters and stepmom had arrived. This was their grand entrance. It was very clear at the big mansion that the mice had ate enough cheese.
Oh my, what happened to you all when I was gone? Looks like you were at a party. How's Cinderella? Was it fun? Was it handsome? Yeah, tell us, Cinderella, want to hear it all. All right, I'll tell you. The tower clock began to strike midnight, and I began to
Pratt, and Stepmom arrived home, they were exhausted. They were so exhausted that they didn't even notice Cinderella was wearing a ball gown. There was a loud knock at the door. Who would be here at this hour? There was another loud knock at the door. In walked the Queen's royal messengers, carrying a royal velvet pillow. And atop the pillow was a silver shoe. Pris, Pratt, and the mice quickly jumped up.
For the right foot, for this left shoe that was left at the palace ball. They have measured every instep. We have measured every soul. For the prince has declared that the owner of the shoe, his royal heart has won. So please, work the trouble, but you
Pris and Pratt tried their best to make the silver shoe fit. They screamed in anguish as the royal messengers had them each try on the shoe.
The shoe fits both of them. They were nearly screaming for finding their lost shoe.
But the messengers shook their heads in disbelief. Then suddenly, the messengers saw the little mice jumping up and down and pointing to Cinderella's foot. Stepmom quickly realized what was going on and tried her best to hide Cinderella's foot. But the mice persisted. At last, the royal messengers decided to let Cinderella try the shoe. And of course, the shoe was a perfect fit. Cinderella was to be the new queen.
At last they found the right foot for this left shoe that was left at the palace ball. They have measured every instep. They have measured every soul. For the prince has declared that the owner of the shoe, his royal heart has won. Lucky fella, Cinderella, it looks like you're the one.
As Cinderella and the mice ran to her room to collect her meager belongings, Stepmom, Pris, and Pratt began recovering from their stunned silence.
It is really wonderful what's happening to our dear Cinderella. Hopefully she will not forget her dear stepmother and lovely stepsister. And she will make a great wife for the prince.
They might even become real royalty now.
You can become a duchess or a baroness.
No, girls. You will be princesses.
We are going to give your loyalty. Nothing else matters but a crown to be. I can't wait to wear all the finest jewelry. Now that the prince has married Cinderella, ooh, we are going to give your loyalty. We reached the highest point by far. We are the queens of this little island, because we're going to rule everything under the sky!
Cinderella had packed her suitcase. She, the mice, and the messengers were ready ready to leave for the castle. But stepmom had big plans.
Oh, dear child, we were just discussing your royal court. Maybe you were thinking of me, Chris, and Pratt going to live in the palace with you? We could be your princesses. What do you think, Cinderella? Oh, actually, I think that's a wonderful idea. Why not turn you into royalty right now? You totally doesn't fit. Why wait? Your blood touches softest silk, and you're the fairest of this room. You're the princess of this palace. This whole house belongs to you. You can scrub the dirty dishes. You can tidy up all the floors. You can sweep away the cobwebs. You can do the dirty chores. You can work real hard, and someday, well, maybe we will have you to the palace for a nice cup of tea. If you work hard and you act nice, you can come and see the palace.
Yes, Charlene had done it again. A special wish had come true. And, oh dear, Chris wants to speak to the audience. I must say, this is unpredicted.
Hold it! I've had enough of this baloney. Dear people, please listen. I went to the ball and stayed until it was over. Like a proper guest should. And I was exhausted, yes, but I stayed there. And my feet swelled and swelled from all that dancing. Now my foot does not fit into the silver shoe. And I don't get to marry the prince. Is that fair? Is it? This fairy tale is not fair. Wait a minute. She forgets to change the ending, does she? I thought I never could be happily ever after.
Well, since I am the person telling this fairy tale, I will assure you that yes, you do. Cinderella will marry the prince in a beautiful wedding that will be the talk of the tiny kingdom for years.
If you act nice, be respectful, and if you work hard, you can come and live in the palace with me. What do you guys think? Okay, we'll try.
And according to fairy tale history, which is the truest of kind, they all lived
Happily ever after.
The bookkeeper mouse was very happy to find a magnificent library in the castle. She became the castle librarian and recommended the best reads to anyone who wanted to know. The doctor mouse, although very small, was able to become one of the most well-known doctors in the kingdom. She can help you with a sore throat, a headache, or even a stomachache if you ate too much cheese at a mouse party. The artist mouse finally got to paint on a giant canvas, the castle walls, that is. She spent her days creating masterpieces for Ella and the prince to view in their lovely home. The ballerina mouse enjoyed dancing and prancing through the halls. She would put on performances for everyone in the kingdom to come and see. You could say that she was the best dancer around. The baker mouse became responsible for all of the yummy desserts served in the castle. She enjoys working with the gardener mouse to use fresh produce in all of her creations. Most recently, she made a birthday cake for Baby Mouse. Mother and Baby Mouse were very content to grow up in a castle. They found a perfect hole in the wall to create their home in. Their lives were even more exciting when the Baby Mouse was announced to be a princess. Mother Mouse was so happy that her daughter got to be a princess. The King and Queen Mouse enjoyed working together with Ella and the prince to create an alliance between mice and humans. Their alliance certainly helped Stepmom with her fear of mice. The King Mouse enjoyed hosting cheese festivals for all to come to, and the Queen Mouse often has a nice cup of tea with Stepmom in the castle gardens. The royal messengers got a really nice raise for helping the prince find his true love. You can always see them running about the kingdom to deliver a message. Be careful not to blink though, or you might miss them. Stepmom had a hard time adjusting to a kind and nice attitude, but alas, she has done it. Nice job, Stepmom. Stepmom now tells everyone how beautiful all three of her daughters are. Chris and Pratt loved getting to go to many more castle balls. They eventually learned that less is more with the accessories and makeup, and each found a prince of their own to fall in love with. Chris and Pratt decided to start their own ball gown design company, and now their ball gowns are worn by many around the kingdom. Charlene, the Dream Machine Queen, had to make a couple of missions back to wherever she came from, but often has to come back to visit all of her friends and maybe grant a wish or two. She especially loves coming back for the Mouse King's cheese festivals. That cheddar must be to die for.
Yes, I told you, baby.
Ella and the prince were so happy to be surrounded by all of their friends. You can catch them every Friday night hosting a game night for everyone to come to. Ella, Chris, and Pratt have become best friends and love going to dance at castle balls all around. The prince has become a wonderful king, leader, and friend too.